Flow. Research on flow has shown that individuals face a deep involvement and absorption when they're challenged in an activity. This is flow. So how do we get into a state of flow? Well, while we're trying to command ourselves to get into it straight away, we need to first realize that whatever we're doing, the activity has to be the correct activity for us. If we select an activity that we actually enjoy and we find inherently likable, and we find that we're good at it especially, then it's going to be something that will allow us to face into flow much easier. It's almost like the entry canal when you have that big ocean out there, so you just want to flow into the little pocket of space on land despite all the noise around you. So while choosing the right activity, think of what it is that you really enjoy. It can be something as simple as going for a walk. Now, maybe you're trying to get into flow to make money and you're thinking, well, how would walking actually help me? Walking is required by a lot of health practitioners, medical doctors, and so on throughout the world to help people keep healthy. It's a very basic thing. We have two legs, most of us at least, even if we have organ trouble or mind trouble, getting out and about is a very healthy thing. So if you love doing that and you can do it and you're fitter because of that and you have an ability to communicate that, certainly you can use that, for example, as a way of walking dogs or as a way of making money or as a way of doing loads of different things, teaching people how to walk properly, how to have better cardiovascular health through that and so on. So once you get even the simplest of activities that you enjoy, you can either make money off it or you can actually just help other people from it too. Flow also demands that you set clear goals. Now, if you define clear and achievable goals for the task at hand, then flow is likely to meet you halfway and even more. If you have, say, a specific objective or challenge that you need to focus on, it can help channel your attention towards that. It helps you with your motivation, and this then allows all your brain waves to crescendo into the right pocket so that flow is essentially how it goes. It's like the most efficient way we can use gas. It's like the most efficient way we can harmoniously have a sustainable outcome at the end, and we're confident in the way we do this. So if we collectively know all of the goals, be them long-term, far-reaching, even impossible ones, and we put it together with what we like doing, we can break those goals down into achievable steps, and from there we're able to make sure that we are meeting that flow as it comes. Another thing that flow, if we want to be there, demands is eliminating distractions. By minimizing more so the distractions such as what I've just done, distracted myself, and creating a conducive environment for our concentration, then we're going to give ourselves the best chance. So again, if we take the example of going outdoors and walking, if we're walking through a building or construction site, that's not going to be the most peaceful way for us to, say, count our steps or feel our heartbeat if we're building, say, a mind-body practice with walking or teaching people as we walk. If we want to see good and nice scenery, this isn't the nicest thing to see and be through or in. So if we go out towards the country area, towards the suburban area where there's a nice park or a recreational area, that's where we're going to eliminate most distractions. But for the birds, but for maybe the whistling noise of the trees, which is all welcomed by nature and walking, that's where we're going to eliminate all and best distractions. So also turn off your notifications. If you have to leave your phone on your mobile device, or make sure you're in that quiet space and remove potential interruptions, such as if there's a lot of cyclists or runners coming towards you, make sure you're on a quieter path to maintain the focus and immersion in that activity that you're doing. Making sure that you're focused completely is making sure that you are going into the best state for flow to occur. That's when you know your performance is going to be at its best. So if you focus on the present moment, we hear a lot about mindfulness, about where we are right now, not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, but actually being here right now. It's so important. It's so difficult to do, especially when there's things going on with our electronic devices and our working life and so on. So avoid more so dwelling on past mistakes or, say, worrying about future outcomes. That's no good at all. Immerse yourself fully into what you're doing right now. If you do that, you're going to give yourself the greatest opportunity, the best chance to be able to attain what it is you want, and that's flow. But there also has to be a point where you challenge yourself. And if you seek out tasks in a little bit higher of a level that you were at, say, a week ago, that's when you're going, I can do this. I think I can do it. I've done all the nuts and bolts to get there. I've done different parts of it before, but let me do it in front of people, such as walking in front of people while you're teaching, or having a group of people more so than having individuals that you've had before. Welcoming a little bit more of a pressure, not too much, but just a little bit more to get you focused, fully in tune with what you're doing, on the money. By challenging yourself and seeking out that particular task, you're matching with your skills and the level of difficulty that you feel you need right now. You need to grow. And so flow wants you to grow. It occurs when you're stretching yourself and knowing within yourself that you're at the right level of that stretch for flow to occur. Make sure that you find the balance though between the skill and the challenge. Now that is key. You can't overemphasize it enough, because if you try to find your balance between your skill and the level and the challenge of the task, it will make sure that you're right in that little area of flow. Remember, flow, you can bounce off it left and right, over and back, north and south, east and west, and not hit on the money. Where we want to be is on the money. That's when things go whoosh, like a rocket ship. So if the task is too easy, you may become, bored. And while it's too difficult, on the other hand, you may become anxious or frustrated. So what can you do? Can you do it throughout performance? Yes, you can. You can adjust the level of your challenge in order for you to maintain a state of optimum arousal and engagement. Now, we like to quantify everything in this world of ours. We have STEM out there and so on, which is great. But performance in this regard, with regard to flow, is about you being objective rather than subjective in the moment, even as you're performing, to go, am I in the right gear here? Am I going to the right level? And that comes with a lot of experience too. So that's where we need our feelings to kick in, and we need to be in flow with our feelings coming from our cognition of our planning and knowing what level we're at in the first place. Difficult? Yes, but when you're in flow, you can do it. Next, stay engaged and interested. Maintain a high level of interest. The activity that you like, say walking, a simple one, it's easy to get bored of it. It's easy to go, well, you know what, I'll just kind of bend my knees a little bit and go a little bit faster. Yeah, it's jogging, it's running, and that's fine too. Or you might want to see a lovely park bench along the way and sit down. Cool. But you want to maintain that level of interest so that you are hitting the flow right now, and that in the future you can plan to have that experience so that your objectivity will kick in, your feelings will kick in whilst you're performing and doing your very best. And that's when you know the flow is coming to meet you again. So introduce new elements or approaches to keep the task fresh and make sure it's stimulating, preventing yourself being bored or complacent or even burnt out. Develop deeper focus. Always question yourself after each performance of flow, be it after walking the dog or teaching somebody as you walk or whatever else, that you are actually, were you in the moment? Can you remember rounding that bend? Can you remember going down that hill? Can you remember speeding up or slowing down? That's when you know that's where you are present in that moment. If you can remember it, then you know, wow, I really enjoyed it too. So practice techniques such as deep breathing as you're being present, as you're walking, as you're going along in your performance, visualizing before the activity, and maybe concentration exercises. And these all together, or even one or two of them alone, will enhance your ability to enter the state of flow. Embrace the process. By embracing it and allowing yourself to just fall into it, you're going to relax your muscles. You're going to relax your nervous system. And that's where you want to be. It's like your computer of your brain is fully coded. It knows exactly what to do. You just press the button and let it run. It's like when you're downloading something or uploading something. Once you have a clear internet connection, off you go. Same way with flow. So enjoy this sense of immersion. Lastly, practice regularly. By doing so, experience will give you that objectivity. If you like this video, I'm glad you have. You know what to do. Watch another one. Thanks for watching.